Hello now, welcome to one of the anniversary videos on this channel. Um, it is time for a Find the Pieces ranking. I'm gonna rank every single piece that is in the game as of this recording, which is like a week after Piece 100 released. So I don't know if any updates are coming out in late May, but they're not getting included in this video. I just wanted to record this one pretty early on because I have a lot of things to do for this anniversary week. Um, what am I going to rank them on? I'm not going to rank them based on difficulty, although it is going to be. I'm going to use that as well a little bit because hard pieces are more generally better than easy pieces. But this is mostly because of design and just how you get them, and just gameplay wise, I guess. So if like a piece is fun to collect, there's a high chance it's going to be an S or 8A, and if tier, and if a piece is horrible to collect, it's probably going to be an F or D tier. So that's basically it. I have ordered them all by area, so I'm not going to do them by difficulty, but I'm just going to do them by area so that, not all the good pieces and interesting pieces get like added last, so that the start isn't too boring. Um, I'm going to start with all the pawn pieces. Regular piece has to be S tier. I feel like in every single fighting game, the regular badge has to be S tier because it's the one that started it all. It's the one that makes the game that it is. So it has to be S tier. It has to be. Ribbon piece, like normally like generic easy base difficulties, in my opinion, are C tier, but ribbon piece for me is B tier because this is like it showcases the player who donated the most Robux to the game. So it's kind of like their piece, sort of, even though it really isn't. But I associate this piece with like the guy that donated the most Robux, and I feel like those people need a little bit of recognition. So that's why I put that in B tier. Doofus piece is also basically a regular easy difficulty, but I'm also going to put this in B tier because he just looks silly. That's the only reason. Location wise, this would have been like maybe even D tier because it's kind of in a horrible spot, but it's B tier in my opinion because of how goofy it looks. Timepiece, I'm I'm kind of in the middle of C and D. I'm gonna put it in C. Normally, I don't like waiting, but for timepiece, it makes like a very loud noise whenever the door opens. So that's why it's C tier in my opinion. I guess it is bottom C tier though. Also, I'm gonna rank all of them in their respective difficulties as well. So the best of B tier is going to be here, and the worst of B tier is going to be here. But this is definitely low C tier because I don't like waiting, and the sounds are kind of annoying whenever you record the game and you already have it, So that's why cobblestone piece is kind of a middle of the road one. It's just a regular C tier. There's nothing special about this, to be fair. It's kind of there in a wall, nothing interesting. Yeah, nothing special to say about that one. Cardboard piece. I want to put this in B tier, but I'm going to put this high C tier. I don't like the way, like, how you have to rejoin if you've already done water bottle piece. That definitely brings them both down. But I like the fact that you have to, like, grab the bottle, make, like, the card wet, and you have to punch it. I like that. But if it weren't for, like, the rejoining, it just would have been B tier for sure. Inverted piece is going to be A tier, because the obby is just very fun to do. It's like a normal, pretty easy, doable hobby. It's nothing wrong with it. I enjoyed getting this piece. Nothing special about this either. Shadow piece, I guess like in the middle of B tier, I suppose. There's nothing really too much special about this. There's a slash E code, that's it. You have to have high graphics. I like the use of having to use high graphics. But yeah, nothing special about this. Fly piece. Obtainment wise, this is B tier, but I'm gonna put this in A tier, low A tier, because it just looks goofy. I like the way that you have to like catch it midair. as well. It's kind of an interesting one. It's not too bad. It's kind of annoying if you miss though, because you fall all the way down, so you have to climb up again. That's the only negative point of it, but it's a fun piece. This is dark matter. This is the first button hunt. Dark matter. I mean, low C tier. The button hunts normally I enjoy them, but I don't know the buttons, especially the lava button is just horrible for this one. It just brings it down so much. There isn't really like any typical spots they're hidden in. They're just like mostly on a random wall, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know how to feel. I like how you have to do an obby at the end though to get it. I'm gonna put this above cobblestone. It's kind of all right. It's not too bad to find the buttons. Nerd piece. I'm gonna put this in D tier. Like any badge which has like a puzzle which you can just cheese by using ChatGPT or like whatever, something like that. It has to be in D tier. Because like I did all the questions just using ChatGPT. It would have been better like if this were like 2 or 3 years ago, this piece would have been in B or A tier because you couldn't use ChatGPT. I can just use ChatGPT to just ask the questions and it just gives me the answer immediately. Yeah, that's the only reason it's in D tier. Like looks wise, this is an S tier piece because this looks very beautiful. That's the only reason it's not an F tier. But it's yeah, it's just a shame that you can just use ChatGPT. Spawn piece, high A tier. I love the Morse code and the flickering circle above your head. It's like one of the best ways to do Morse code. I like Morse codes like with visuals better than with sounds, and this is such a cool Morse code piece and puzzle as well. Piece.io is also going in A tier, but like mid A tier. I like how the puzzle has to do with the piece itself. I really like that. It's like a very unique puzzle, and the puzzle isn't too hard either. It's a pretty doable puzzle and a pretty fun puzzle. I'm not really that much more to say about this. It's like a really interesting piece for me. Wallhop piece, F tier. Easiest decision ever. This is the worst piece, maybe even worst badge of all time. I can only think of like one badge that is actively worse than this, and that's Toasty at the end of the road. But I mean, wall hops aren't too bad, but this is just too much. I think you have to do like at least 20 wall hops in this obby for you to get it, and that's just way too much. Like I'm never going to get that consistency. But I think this is getting revamped now, so I hope you're going to remove the time section and just make it longer and less hard, I suppose. I really hope they do that. But yeah, well, I have to wait and find out. Brick piece. I mean, this is just a generic easy, I guess. It's not that special. Same with graffiti piece and the wanted poster piece. All of them are just generic easy difficulties. Nothing special about them. Same with fireplace as well. Nothing special about that one. Apple piece is a little bit better. This is like bottom B tier. You have to like do like some kind of weird jump to get it. It's like more of the interesting easies of the game, I guess. Same with crate piece. It's like hidden behind something, so it's not just generic. Just you have to do like a little bit of effort to find this. Nugget piece. I know this is also a generic easy difficulty, but this is going in S tier because when you just look at it, it's just the perfect piece, dude. It just looks so perfect. It has to be an S tier. Static piece. Like B tier, I suppose. It's not that interesting. You just have to push a button with your mouse, and then it just spawns on the TV. It's nothing too special. Same with sewer piece. Nothing too special, but it's better than just a regular easy difficulty because you have to actually like scavenge a little bit for this. Fine piece is a pretty fun one. It's like high B tier. Like the obby isn't too special, but you have to do like some of those rope jumps, which are fun to do. It isn't too hard, but it's fun. It's fun to get the piece, so it's B tier for me. Construction piece. You have to climb the house and then climb the crane. That's pretty all right, I guess. It isn't too special. I don't like how like the lines aren't symmetrical on the piece, but I can live with it. I'm not too autistic, luckily. It's nothing too special. It's just a regular like a regular good old piece, camo piece. It's fine, I guess. It isn't. I don't know. It isn't too special. It's a pretty obvious piece. I guess it's also just a regular good old B tier, I suppose. The middle of the road piece. Yeah, nothing really too much to say about that. Electrical piece is a high A tier, in my opinion. It's a fun puzzle. It's also used in Find the Bricks. Hayuso also told me that it's basically stolen from Find the Bricks and Find the Ducks, but it's a fun puzzle. I can't blame him. It's a fun puzzle. If I were to ever make a fighting game, I would also make like a puzzle like that. So it's a fun puzzle. Bacon piece, S tier. I like Baconian Cipher is probably like my second or third favorite cipher ever. I like only binary and Morse code come close. I guess Swampy should also be an S tier because it's I mean no, it's A tier. It's A tier. These are really close to each other. I'm gonna put this in A tier. Like it's just Baconian. It's too special, but it's also a fun cipher, and the piece just looks very delicious. Like I want to eat it. It looks very yummy. I want to eat it. Construction piece. Like I'm gonna say this now. This is the perfect scavenging hunting based badge of all time. Basically, it's S tier. Like the pieces you need to find aren't too well hidden. They're just like there. You can easily spot them. It's just you have to figure out how to get to them and find them a little bit as well. They aren't hidden too hard, which makes this piece very fun to look around for. And like whenever you're looking for this piece, there's very high chance you find other pieces as well. So it's a very fun one. Wooden piece also goes in A tier. You have to climb all the way to the highest pole. Like the first time I did that, I think I was looking for mystery piece back then. I think I was looking for mystery piece or cloud piece because I felt like there was like a teleporter for cloud piece up there because it was very high up, and then I just found wooden piece by accident. Like it was pretty fun scaling the electrical poles. Yin Yang piece can also go like bottom A tier, I guess. It's a pretty fun cipher. But the only downside of this code, I don't think the code is a real word. At least I've never heard of it. I've never also tried to look it up, but yeah, I that normally if were to make like a code, I would make it like a real word, unless it's like a very hard code to disable like brute forcing, but it's fine, I guess. Red piece can go in D tier, same with yellow piece. Those two are very forgettable and also in kind of horrible location. Like the red piece one is arguably worse than yellow piece because the red piece you can only see it from a specific type of angle. If you're like too low, the piece is just invisible. The decal just doesn't load, which is just generally awful. And yellow piece is also in a pretty ridiculous spot. I guess this can go in C tier. It isn't too bad. It's in a kind of predictable spot, but it's also very hard to see. I just do not like those two colored pieces, to be fair. Same with mystery piece. This is going in D tier. This is just a fucking random dance clip in a fucking code input. Like, who would ever look there? This is the most ridiculous place to look for a fucking piece. But I guess this is like the only location where insane difficulty could be that's just hidden somewhere in the city area. Then we have Stormy Peace. Stormy Peace feels like a very filler insane difficulty. Like this is like it's a very boring piece. It could have been so much better. You just have to go to cloudy piece, click a cloud, and then climb to the top of like the wooden piece area. So it isn't. It's just two pieces in one, which is I don't like things like that. So it's gonna go in C tier somewhere like around here, I suppose. Like a generic easy difficulty is better than this. Then we have microscopic piece. I want to put this in F tier, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put this borderline D tier because it's kind of in a predictable spot. I think like in the city area, if you have to find something like that, the first thing you're gonna think about is like it has to be in the crane because the crane has like very a lot of obscure spots where it could be. So the place the piece is in is very predictable, but it's still very horrible piece because it's just so fucking small. It's like impossible to see. So that's why it goes in D tier. Pea shooter piece also goes in D tier. Like that puzzle is just fucking horrible. I like how the puzzle is themed around pea shooter piece, and that's the only reason it saves it from being F tier. I also just like Plants vs Zombies in general, so I like that, but the puzzle is just horrible. Like the random Viginary with the key that you just have to guess from a fucking song title. It's just horrible. And like the final wiki puzzle as well. Like, how is this not terrifying? This is harder than Brain Piece, in my opinion. It is harder than Brain Piece. How is this not terrifying? How is this extreme? Like, whenever whenever I try an extreme, like this used to be 6.3 in difficulty, and now it's 6.7. A 6.3, if I do a 6.3, this does not feel like a 6.3. I feel like the puzzle is too vague and obscure for a 6.3. And even a 6.7, it's just kind of unfair to try to solve this puzzle, fairly. Brain Piece can go in A tier, not too high in A tier. Like there's one part of the puzzle that's kind of vague with like the palm trees and the ship. That's the only bad part of the puzzle, but I kind of like the bill ciphers. So it's a fun one. Surfer Piece can go peak of C tier, I guess. It's a fun piece. I mean, it's just there, but it just looks goofy and it looks fun. So yeah, it can go in the top of C tier. Coconut Piece, this one is kind of bad to be fair. It looks cool, but it's just kind of in a bad location. I'd rather have pieces like just be out in the open. Tropical Drink feels like a filler piece, but you kind of need those as well sometimes. It can go here in the same line as the city pieces, I guess. Sand Piece, it would have been here, but they added like a few zigzaggy walls, so it beats the easy difficulty. So it's like a little bit more interesting now. It's like in a little bit of an interesting spot. Water Piece, this one is very fun in my opinion. I like scaling the waterfall. It's a very fun and very easy obby, and it's super satisfying getting all the jumps perfectly. So this is going in A tier for sure. Blue Piece, this used to be like somewhere in B or an A tier, but I'm gonna put this in C tier now, and there's only one reason for this. Like whenever you enter that hole, you see like a gap to go to like the deep seas. So that's what you're gonna do. You're never gonna look behind you. So this piece is actually pretty fucking hard to find now. Because like literally no one looks behind themselves sometimes. Like whenever I play games, I rarely look behind me if I enter a fucking building or a fucking room inside something. So that's the only reason it's going in C tier. So far, all the colored pieces have been very bad. Okay, that's interesting. This one goes next to cardboard piece. Cardboard piece is a little bit more fun because you get to punch cardboard. For this one, you have to climb the waterfall twice, though, which is also pretty fun to do. But again, the fact that you have to rejoin if you do cardboard piece first is kind of dog shit. Um, Grassy piece. This is probably for me the most forgettable piece in the entire game. I think this is also the only piece I didn't find on camera. Like I found this once when I was practicing for Sandcastle piece, and I kind of jumped on top of the palm tree and I got it by accident. This goes in D tier. It's not no, it's not objectively bad. It's just very forgettable. Orange piece, this can go in B tier. This is fine. It's just underneath something. It isn't too special. One piece. It's basically the same as Doofus piece. It looks goofy, and it's like the location is also kind of the same, I guess. Bubble piece. I kind of like the bubble mechanic. It's very precise, But I like the bubble mechanic. So it goes in A tier, but where a brain piece is more fun to do and wooden piece as well. It goes here, I think. Waterfall piece. This could have been B tier, I guess. But the hint is like click something. And whenever the hint is like click something, I think I have to click like a random thing and not a button. Like I didn't think I had to find a button for this one. Like normally, a better hint for this one would be like find a button, like find a clickable button. That's a way better hint for this, and it doesn't give too. It doesn't make the piece like easier or harder or something like that. It just makes the hint better. So it goes in C tier, but it is high C tier though. The piece looks very cool. Then we have Shark. Shark, in my opinion, is better than Bubble. They're basically the same, but Shark is in a more interesting location. This is just bubble parkour, and for this one you also have to jump off fish and like kelp and stuff. This one also in the same line. I just kind of really enjoy all the pieces in that sub area, I suppose. It is worse than the other two though because it's kind of in an obscure location, but it's still doable, I guess. Coral piece is the best out of those. I like the extra jumps that you need to do. Clouded piece also goes in A tier. I like how you have to find a painting in the city area so that you can see like that there's like a trampoline in the beach area. I like that. I always like puzzles like that, so it's a fun one. Balloon piece is exactly the same as this one, except you have to go like a little bit higher. So these two are like literally type, but this one is better because this is the original piece that was up there. Lantern piece. This one is hard for me to rank because I know this is like universally hated by a lot of people because it's too vague and obscure. But I'm going to put this borderline A tier. Because for me, it is obvious enough that the button is like the giant lantern in the snow area. But I myself also just try to touch and click every single lantern in the sandcastle obby and inside the snow area before actually checking the big lantern as well. But it's a pretty fun one to solve. It's probably one of the hardest intenses in the game. Island piece, peak of B tier. I can't put this in A tier. I like how there's like a secret area below the entire beach area, but how to get there is kind of not too special. It's it's just a regular normal piece, I suppose. Cracked piece goes here. Like it's obvious fun. It is it has like a few annoying jumps, but it is fine. Like when I got this the first time, I cheesed it with a double jump when the double jump bug was there. But I rebeat it recently, and it was a decently fun obby with a few fun wraparounds and ladder flicks, so it isn't too bad. The jumps are hard, but they're doable. Super mystery piece. This is better than a regular mystery piece in my opinion, but it goes in C tier because it's still finding the piece isn't the problem. It's just touching the piece that is actually pretty horrible to do because it's in a like a very tight crevice inside the cloud, and whenever you like miss the piece, you have to climb all the way back up, and it's kind of annoying. No, I'm gonna put this in D tier. It's actually very annoying. Like I had to climb back up like 5 times when I tried this. It is in a pretty obvious location because it's extreme difficulty, and this is like the clouds is basically the only extreme difficulty location a regular scavenging based piece could be. So yeah, deep sea piece is for me S tier. Not high S tier though, but it's like low S tier. The puzzles are very fun to solve, and I actually feel I feel like I could have gotten first victor on this if I did this immediately, but I didn't because I wanted to do the other pieces first. Like I solved this in like under an hour, so I think I think the first victors took like 1.5 hours, 2 hours to solve this, so I could have been first victor. That's just kind of a shame. Like two of the three puzzles I recognized immediately, and the third one came to me very quickly, so It's a fun puzzle. Then onto light matter piece. I'm not going to put this in D tier. I'm going to put this in C tier. I'm actually going to put this right next to dark matter. Dark matter is better because you have to find less buttons, but this one is better because the buttons are all hidden on white locations. Like at one point, you could recognize the pattern of the button locations. Like all of them are on white surfaces or white space, or like they're in snow, or like a white wall or something like that. So it's kind of obvious on where the buttons are at one point. Sandcastle piece. Well, I think a lot of you guys know that I had a very hard time beating this obby. Like it literally took me 4.5 hours to finally beat this obby. But it's a pretty fun obby. It's like A tier for me. It's not S tier because there's a little bit too many ladder flicks, and the final jump is just a little bit too unfair. It's like correct piece level of obbying, I guess. I just don't like the fact that there's like a lot of ladder flicks there. There's like the same jump like 5 times or something like that. It's kind of getting annoying at one point. But it's pretty fun to do the obby nonetheless. And then Constellation piece. Like this piece, it has its good parts and it got its bad parts. Like finding the constellation, you have to like the final puzzle with like the constellation that you have to find with the invisible path. That is fucking stupid. I'm glad I figured it out pretty quickly. But like figuring out that the puzzle before that with like the hints on where like letters are hidden and stuff, that is a pretty fun part. So I'm gonna put this, yeah, I'm gonna put this peak of D tier. Like the bad puzzle is just too bad for it to move up, in my opinion. In my opinion, like a hard difficulty badge doesn't have to be hard because it's just fucking fake. You can also make like a hard badge by just actually making a hard puzzle. Okay, the list is already looking pretty neat so far. There's a lot more A tiers than I expected initially, and a lot less D tiers and definitely F tiers than I originally thought. All right, onto the snow area. Candy cane piece. Well, I guess this is like high C tier. Like this is in a kind of interesting location, I suppose. Like it's on a candy cane. It's kind of obvious where it is, but it's more interesting than these pieces and cozy piece, which also gets in that same row of regular pieces. Same with snow piece. It's basically just the same. Purple piece. I think this is normally easy difficulty, but this is kind of in an interesting location. Like this is the only purple place in the entire snow area, so it's like borderline B tier, I guess. Same with Star Piece, borderline B tier. You have like climb the tree. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Ice Piece. It's just another just regular piece. It's nothing too special, I suppose. It's kind of the same as Sand Piece. It's just there. Crescent Piece is kind of fun. It's more fun to like try to get yourself inside the gap, I suppose. Flings for Peace, this is going in D tier. This is just kind of a horrible piece, in my opinion. It's just it's just in a horrible location. It shouldn't be medium difficulty, and it's just very out of the way. And I just do not like the piece itself, I guess. It's just not that fun. Wisp piece can go borderline A tier. This one is like fun. You have to like chase it around in like a cave area. It's fun. It's fun to do. Glitch piece, this is a going bottom C tier. Like I kind of do not like when fighting games make glitched badges like that where you just have to do a dance clip to get it. It's not that interesting. Like basically every single fighting game does it. I find the biggest has a better glitch piece because one of them is like wall hops, which is a more interesting glitch, and the other one is like a ladder glitch. So those are more interesting than a dance clip glitch. So that's why it's going in bottom C tier for me. Ice cream also goes like low C tier for me. It looks very cool, but I don't like the fact that you have to talk to Cozy Piece before you can actually search for the ice cream. Like I want to find things by accident. That's what I like about finding games, that you can find things by accident and you can like remember where it is. And for this one, you have to activate it first before you can find it, and that's what I do not like. Like you have to scavenge through an entire area again, even though you've already scavenged through the entire area beforehand. This piece of Icy Blizzard, this is going in S tier. This is like a perfect obby. It's the perfect skill level. It's the perfect length. It's a long enough obby for it to be challenging, but it's not too long to make this annoying whenever you fall. And like every single jump is just fun to do. It's just a perfect obby, so it just goes in S tier for me. It isn't as good as the others in S tier though. Next up, we have Beast of Icy Blizzards. I kind of want to put this in F tier just because Bacon made this piece, but the Button Hunt is fine, I guess. I feel like there should be a little bit more indication on where the buttons could be, because I think there's like one button in each single area in the ice area. Like there's one in the overworld, one in the cave, one in the cave part of the obby, one in the deep cave part, and then one in the Ice King cave part. So each part has one button, but I feel like that should be indicated when you're like, well, like in the hints. Because now, whenever I find like one button in the overworld, I might think there's like a second button in the overworld. So I double check everything. So it is going in D tier. This is like one of the worst button hunts. There could be more indication, in my opinion. And some of the buttons are just hidden in random walls. So yeah, this is going in D tier. It's better than red piece though, because these pieces just have literally just have something wrong with them. Rainbow piece, this is just all the colored pieces together. Like if I have like the average, I would probably finish somewhere in C tier, but I kind of like rainbow badges, having to find like a button, having to find like different colored buttons. I like that. So it's going in B tier for me, above orange piece. Like this is better than all the colored pieces, in my opinion. Lost piece, puzzle wise, this would be like high A tier, but I don't like the fact that it's insane, because the puzzle is definitely hard and insane, and it makes you like underestimate all the puzzles. So it's going low A tier, high B tier. It's like the peak B tier, in my opinion. It's just a simple Vigenary code and a Wikipedia puzzle, but it's a fun puzzle. And I do not get the reference of this and why this is in the snow area, but I guess that's fine. Ice King piece. I mean, with puzzles, the puzzles are either really good or either really bad. But with this puzzle, I'm really in the middle of the road because I like how the puzzle has, something to do with the piece, but the puzzle itself is kind of not that great. I think I'm just gonna put this in the middle of C tier. Like I do not know where to put this, to be honest. I like the fact that you have to like look up the song, but the puzzle then again is also kind of vague. Yeah, it just goes in C tier for me, I guess. Blizzard piece, this is better. This is a better puzzle based in the snow area, in my opinion. Like maybe even B or A tier. I enjoyed looking up like this puzzle on the internet and like figuring out all the codes and what everything meant. There's like so many aspects of this puzzle. You have to like put all the pieces together. But it's low A tier though, so probably like here, I guess. Wait, no, I'm gonna bring this down to no. I just remembered you have to find like some of the buttons of Piece of Icy Blizzards. Dude, that automatically brings it down to D tier for me because it says like you have to find some of the buttons. I think you only have to like find 2 or 3 buttons, but there's also a big chance you get like the wrong buttons and you have to find all 5 of them. So this is going in D tier. I do not like the fact that you have to find some of the buttons. Like it's impossible to know which buttons you need to find. So it goes in D tier. That's just one of the most horrible things you can do on a badge, I guess. Snowman piece. It's in a realm. It looks cool. I guess I completely forgot this realm existed before I ordered all the pieces, I guess. I completely forgot the realm existed. But this goes in B tier. It's probably one of the better easy difficulties in the game. Can go like low B tier, I suppose. This thing goes in D tier, cookie, but peak D tier. Sometimes the piece just breaks. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, but it that is basically the reason it's D tier, because you have to like rejoin a lot of times, sometimes to actually have a shot of getting this piece, and I do not like that. It has like a bit of luck elements to it. And you know what I think about luck-based things, unless it's like a slot machine or something like that, then it's fun. Uh, Christmas piece, I think. I think this is called Christmas piece. Yeah, fun scavenging thingy. It's not as good as this one because some of the presents are hidden pretty annoyingly, but this goes like here, I guess. The realm is, I guess the realm is a little bit too small to make this a little bit more fun. Like you can find these a little bit too easy. This is like probably one of the easiest instincts in the game, besides Nerd Piece and maybe Mystery Piece. Okay, yeah, well that was the snow area and the fruit. I don't even know what the realm is called, dude. The realm should become bigger because the realm is just kind of worthless and useless at the moment. Time for a lava area. Falling piece. This goes in S tier. I just like the falling piece and you know the reference it has. It's like here. I just like how it just jumped off the fucking wall. It's just pretty funny to me. Falling Showing would also be an S tier badge for me. It's just I just like that. I just fall down. Diamond plate piece is like in the same line as these, but it's better because it just looks better and it's in a more interesting location, I suppose. Fire piece. This is like one of the worst easies in the game. This might even be the worst easy in the game because it's just in a random location somewhere. I got this one by accident as well when I was going for a cool piece. Yeah, it's just in a random location. It can be in like so many locations. It's just kind of a bad easy to be fair. Green piece, this is also an easy difficulty, but this shouldn't be easy. But it's in a pretty fun location. There aren't that many green places in the lava area, so it's fine. It's like basically the same as purple piece. Both of these are like literally the same, but I like this one more because it's in a more interesting location. Devil piece, I mean, this is just nothing special. It's just somewhere in the lava area. Nothing too crazy. Glaggle piece. I mean, this is going in A tier just because of it being a Glaggle. No, it's kind of this one is also kind of the same as Doofus and Womp. It can go next to Doofus. We can have the three goofy pieces next to each other. Ritual piece. This is going high A tier. I like things where you have to do. I like badges where you have to like do like different types of challenges. Like this one has like four different challenges you need to do, and I really like that. So this is going like over here. It's like high A tier for me. Tiny piece. This is basically just micro piece, but just a lot better. This can go like bottom C tier. I don't like the fact that it's super tiny, but it's in a kind of predictable spot on top of the bookshelf. So it's fine, but it isn't too horrible. Flesh monster. I'm gonna put this in F tier. And there's the only reason for that is it's because it's RNG obbying. RNG obbying is the worst thing ever. It's the same with wall hopping. Wall hopping is just too inconsistent for me, so it's just too RNG. This one, the tentacles, they move in such an RNG way you cannot time it. Like it doesn't have a distinct pattern it moves in. So it's F tier. It's just F tier. I got very lucky with this one. I got it on like my third attempt, but whenever I try to re-get it, it takes me like 10 minutes at least to actually get down there just because of the RNG. Then we have Iron Piece. Iron Piece is going in S tier because it's Morse code again, and Morse code is my favorite type of cipher. But this Morse code is just perfect because it's like the dropper drops. That's just like dots and dashes. It's just perfect. It's literally just perfect. Like this is like the second best piece in the game, maybe even, unless one of these gets up there as well. It's just I just really like Morse code. I'm gonna move up spawn piece as well. That's also S tier. Morse code is just basically almost instantly S tier for me, unless it's just very stupid, like window chomic. That's kind of an annoying one. S- Awakened spirit piece. The puzzle is very badly indicated. Like the piece looks so cool, but the puzzle is so horrible. And the only reason I'm gonna put this in D tier and not in F tier is because the piece looks very good. This is basically just like D tier piece. Like both of these look very cool, but the puzzle is just horrible. Cool piece. Cool piece can go in B tier somewhere. It's the obvious kind of annoying. Like it's a lot of like low ceiling gameplay, and that is not gameplay that I enjoy that much. But Obby beside oh yeah, there's also a timer, a very useless timer. The timer is useless. Like the timer is like 2 minutes long, and you can get the piece in like 40 seconds. But whenever you fall with like 40 seconds to go, you have to just wait 40 seconds long, which is annoying. And once again, I do not like waiting. So this goes in C tier somewhere. Probably like in the lower ends. Probably with timepiece. This is like timepiece, but a little bit more interesting. Like here. For gore piece, F tier. I do not like badges like that. Like at least give like an area or like where it could be. Like the only reason it's not bottom F tier is because it's kind of obvious on where it is. The fake wall is kind of obvious. Like whenever you're looking for like the button for dark matter or light matter, you might actually find this, but it's just it's just not good. It's just not good. I don't like badges like that. Gold piece. Gold piece is going. That's the best piece in the game. It just is the best piece in the game. This is the best puzzle in the game. Period. Like Book Cipher is probably one of the most interesting ciphers in just the entire universe. Like you can do so much with it. It's very fun to figure out which piece of text you need to decipher, and if you like need to grab the letters or like the words and stuff. So it's just perfect. The hint is also just perfect right now. So it's the best piece in the game for me at the moment. Luck piece also goes in F tier. Once again, luck-based things like this, where you have to reset your character, that's just the lamest luck-based thing ever. Like at least make it some kind of fun mini game or something like that that you can fail and or win. It's just very lame. Like I get why they added a piece like this, but it's just very lame. And now onto the two hardest pieces in the game. The One Piece, I'm gonna put this in S tier as well, even though it does have its flaws. It has its flaws, but it's going in S tier anyways. Like over here, like these pieces are perfect. These pieces aren't perfect, but they're very fun still. Like like figuring out the paste bin is just the best part of this puzzle as well. I guess the Wikipedia hopping at the end is kind of tedious, and also the beach sigil is a little bit annoying to figure out, but the others are very fun to figure out. I really had a good time doing this piece, not gonna lie. And then elemental piece. This one is very unknown for me to rank, but from what I've heard and seen, this is bottom D tier. Like I like the fact that you have to like go to each area for one of the elements, but the scavenging portion is the same as main world Bingus. Like you have to activate something to scavenge things, and it's basically the same story as Ice Cream Piece. I like you have to scavenge an entire area again, and this time you have to scavenge four entire areas again, which is just super annoying to do. And then I've only seen the water puzzle so far, but the water puzzle already is just way too vague and way too hard. I guess it's just also the fact that the piece is just it is supposed to be hard, but yeah, I just cannot put this higher, and I also don't want to put this in F tier because I haven't seen enough of it because there might be like actual good parts in this. So yeah, that that is every single piece in the game as of now ranked. I think I created a good list. I think there are some hot takes in there, like basically the meta piece. I think a lot of people would put this in F tier, but I like button hunts like this where buttons are just visible. Like none of these buttons are inside walls, which is great. There's also a reason why this is in D tier because there are buttons in walls. I'm very happy with this ranking. I'm very happy with this ranking. Um, I'm gonna end this video right here. Let me know in the comments what you agree on and what you disagree on, and what you would do differently. Because I wanna know what you guys think about this as well. Um, but yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in a different video, not in a different episode, because I'm not gonna rank all the pieces again. Maybe later when like there's a lot of new pieces added. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this is actually kind of fun to do.